In a video broadcasted on Syrian state television yesterday, the Syrian Minister of Interior is seen watching military drills and presiding over a graduation ceremony at a location near Damascus. The minister told the troops that they have graduated from a department that makes heroes, led by President Bashar al-Assad. The Syrian state news agency Sana said Shah told the military graduates that the country would emerge stronger in its battle with the rebels. Shah added that the US was protecting Israel's security and monopolizing Arab petroleum through the escalation of conflicts in the region. The death toll in the Syrian conflict has now reached 40,000, including soldiers, civilians and rebels. Alexander Perepelichny, a Russian citizen, collapsed and died not far from his home on an upmarket, heavily protected estate in the county of Surrey on 10th of November. The death, according to a Moscow expert, is if anything a useful opportunity for those who would be happy to pin a murder on Russian President Vladimir Putin at the beginning of his third term as Russia's head of state. The businessman had also provided evidence against those linked to the 2009 death of anti-corruption lawyer Sergei Magnitsky, a case that caused an international outcry and prompted the United States to push for a bill cracking down on Russian corruption. News of Perepelichny's death initially appeared on Wednesday in a report in Britain's independent newspaper, which is backed by Alexander Lebedev, a Russian billionaire who has spoken out publicly against the Kremlin. Perepelichny has now become the fourth person linked to the Magnitsky case to have died in strange circumstances. The ESMA 3 trial, which charges 68 individuals accused of human rights abuses during Argentina's last military dictatorship, is the largest yet since amnesty laws protecting former members of the military junta were struck down by the Supreme Court under former President Nestor Kirchner in 2005. The dictatorship was in power from 1976 to 1983, and it is estimated that as many as 5,000 people passed through the clandestine torture center at the naval facility called the Naval Mechanics School, or ESMA, at the center of the third ESMA trial. Only about 200 people survived the naval facility, with many victims meeting their doom in one of the so-called death flights. The victims are thought to include 2 French nuns. Among those charged in the current case are Alfredo Astes, Argentina's infamous Blood Angel of Death, a naturalized Dutch citizen, 8 pilots accused in participating in the death flights, and ex-Navy officer Jorge Acosta, known as the Tiger. According to a government report, more than 11,000 people died or disappeared during the Dirty War, but human rights groups say the number is closer to 30,000. How many were thrown overboard in the death flights is still uncertain.